All right, this is the second part of the July the 2nd session for ELT 115 section 1. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be practicing ED ending as well, pronunciation of past tense forms. And just like we did before, we're going to focus on different dialects. Let me double check that I am actually sharing the audio with you because you're not here to tell me that you cannot hear the dialect. So here we are. So I'm going to play the recording once, and I want to focus on the dialect, but specifically on words like spent, was, visited, and then rode, got, enjoyed, okay, came, went, etc., etc. All of the verbs in past tense. Okay, so here we go with the first time.
This winter vacation. Okay, now I'll talk about my winter vacation. This winter vacation, I spent 2 weeks in my hometown, which is Daytona Beach, Florida. It was wonderful. The weather was warm every day, it was sunny every day, and the temperature was almost 80 degrees. I visited my mother, and I spent every morning having a nice leisurely cup of coffee and reading the newspaper, and after that I got my bicycle out and rode down to the beach and enjoyed the sun and the surf. I came back home and read a book and went to bed early. I had a wonderful time. I saw a couple of new movies when I was home in Florida. I saw the Aviator, and also an interesting movie called Spanglish, which I hope you all can see because it's an interesting movie about English and the Spanish.
All right, so that was the first time. Now, the idea is that we focus on specific verbs. I think we covered them in the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, we have had, we have saw, was, saw again, called, and that's it for past tense verbs, right? And we don't have much of ed endings here. I think we got visited, right? And that's it. And we don't have many of them here except for called. Okay? So my suggestion is for you to play again this recording, pause, repeat, right, and practice this dialect. So you can do that now. You can pause this video and then you can practice pronunciation of individual sentences by playing again this.
Okay, now I'll talk about my winter vacation.
Okay, now I'll talk about my winter vacation. So you try to imitate the consonant and vowel sounds produced by this person called Howard, and also his intonation, right?
This winter vacation, I spent 2 weeks in my hometown, which is Daytona Beach.
This winter vacation, I spent 2 weeks in my hometown, which is Daytona Beach, Florida. Okay, so that's what I want you to try to get. Okay, so if you're doing this, you can pause the video now. If not, we can do a different dialogue, right? Different recording. Here we go with the second recording. This second recording is, it says past tense, irregular verbs. I'm going to copy and paste this in the chat room for you to have it. Okay. And it says Katie talks about her trip to Italy and the adventure she had while she was there on vacation. So here we go. Let's listen to the dialogue and follow this script. Here we go.
People and ate really delicious.
How was your summer vacation?
Great. I went to Italy with my family. It was so fun there. We met lots of really nice people and ate really delicious food.
Where did you stay?
We stayed at a hotel on the beach, so we woke up every day to see the sunrise over the water. Each day we swam in the ocean and took long walks on the beach. At night, we sat and watched the stars. We saw so many stars.
Did anything exciting happen?
Yes, one day we found a wallet on the beach. We took it to the police department. We told the police that someone lost their wallet. They took it and we left. The next day they called us, so we went back to the police station.
Ooh, why did they call you?
They found the owner of the wallet and he wanted to meet us. He was so happy that he got his wallet back, so he bought us a really nice bottle of wine.
Oh, cool. You made a local friend.
Yes, we became friends and had dinner that night. The man's name was Yuri. He told us all about the town and gave us tips for our vacation. That night, he paid for the meal because he was happy we found his wallet and got it back to him. We knew we would be friends forever.
Wow, what a great trip.
It was so fun.
Okay, so same exercise. Let's focus on past tense or ED endings or just past tense verbs. All right, we have went, we have was, we have met, we have ate, we have stayed, woke, swam with the trap. Okay, swam, took, sat with the trap, sat, watched, saw, found, took again, told, lost, took again, left, called, went, found, wanted, was again, got again, bought, made, became, had, told, was, gave, paid, was again, found again, got again, knew. Okay, new. So all those are the past tense verbs in this dialogue. So my idea now for you is that you can replay this dialogue and you can pause it and also practice pronunciation and intonation as well.
How was your summer vacation?
How was your summer vacation? How was your summer vacation?
Great. I went to Italy with my family.
Great. I went to Italy with my family. Great. I went to Italy with my family. So try to be the character, okay? Try to represent the character's emotions as well. And then you play and pause. Play, repeat. Sorry, play, repeat, pause, right?
It was so fun there.
It was so fun there, okay? So you play,
We met lots of really nice people and ate really delicious food.
you pause, and then you repeat. We met lots of really nice people and we ate really delicious food. Okay, so I want you to do this for the following 3 minutes. So I would like you to pause the video to do this speaking exercise in which you are listening and you are repeating what the speakers say. Okay, so please pause the video now. All right, assuming that you already finished the speaking practice and then you went over all of the dialects, right? Each sentence at a time, and you practice the pronunciation, focusing specifically on the verbs. The last activity is also a speaking activity. Um, yeah, I think we're going to work with this one, in which we have Hannah, a British speaker, and Danielle, a Chilean speaker, all right? So we're going to do the same. We're going to listen to the dialogue first, following the script. Here we go.
So, Daniel, I heard you went on a vacation. Where did you go?
Yeah, I went to Taiwan.
Oh, sounds interesting. What did you do?
Well, I did a lot of things. It's a really interesting place. I saw a lot of culture. I saw a lot of history. I went to beautiful places. They have like really, really beautiful nature. Everything was really, really good.
How was the food?
Well, the food in Taiwan is amazing. You wouldn't believe how good it is. Everything tastes amazingly, and the good thing about it, it's really, really cheap.
I see. Who did you go with?
I went with a Taiwanese friend, so that was really good because I cannot speak Mandarin. And my friend helped me a lot with all the food, and that was really good because I really appreciated that.
How long did you go for?
It was about 8 days, and I think it was more than enough to get like a quick view of the whole island. It was really nice to go from Taipei in the north to some cities in the south. I think I got a really good impression of what Taiwan is.
Why did you go to Taiwan?
Well, I'm really interested in Asia and Asian cultures. And since it's really far from my background, I really want to get to know better all those cultures. And since for many Western people are quite the same, I really want to find out those differences. And that's why I chose Taiwan.
I see.
All right, so we have an interesting dialogue here. Um, Basically, the same exercise that we did before, because for this lesson, we're focusing on past tense verbs. So in this one, we have heard, right? Went. Please help me out with this one. Went. Did. Saw. Again, saw. Went. Was. Was again. Then we have tests, but that's present. We have went, was, we have helped, sorry, helped, was again, appreciated, was again, was again, no, this is not a, it's not a past tense verb, but anyway, we have the ending interested, right? And then we have chose, right? Chose, and those would be the past tense verbs. So same task. What you could do is you can play the recording again.
So, Daniel, I heard you went on a vacation. Where did you go?
So Daniel, I heard you went on a vacation. Where did you go? So play, pause, and repeat. Okay, play, pause, and repeat. So take a moment to do this activity. I'm going to copy and paste the website link to the chat room and follow that link so you can practice this dialogue on your own. Okay. Remember, the idea is that you can play some section, you can pause the recording, and then you can practice on your own. Okay. So take 3 to 5 minutes to do this. Pause the video now so you can work on this exercise on your own. Okay. All right, so as the last activity, this is a listening activity. Remember that we are practicing, right? And we're practicing speaking, right? We're focusing on identifying the endings, right? Now, let's switch to the following video, the resource that you can find in the link that I pasted in the chat room. So it's called Meg's Travels, right? Meg's Travels. Meg talks about traveling to 3 continents and what she liked about each place she had visited. Okay, so first, the idea is that you focus on, you listen to this recording, right, on your own. That's why I copied and pasted the link in the chat room. So you listen to this and you do 2 things. Let me start sharing again because I want to include the audio. Okay.
Meg, we are talking about traveling and visiting other countries. What countries have you traveled to?
I've been to quite a few different countries. For example, Spain, Belize, and Indonesia.
Wow, 3 different continents.
Yeah, pretty far apart.
Wow, that's cool. So, Spain, that must be a really nice country. What did you think of Spain?
Spain is really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful nature and also some nice cities. While I was there, I lived in a small city called Cáceres.
All right, so that's I mean, I just played the first part. Okay, there's a lot more for you. It's 3 minute 33 seconds. Okay, 3 minutes 33 seconds. So I want you to listen to all the recording, and the task is that you identify only the verbs. Okay, only the verbs. For example,
Meg, we are talking about traveling and
Meg, we are talking about traveling. So we have we have talking, right? And well, traveling, sometimes it may act as a verb, sometimes it may act as a noun. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify first the verbs and focus on the initial and final consonant sound. It doesn't matter if the verbs are in past tense or in present tense, okay? So, for example, in the word, the verb, for example, think, you may find think, you can also find thinks, you can also find in past tense thought, okay, thought. So think, thinks, thought, or it could be thinking, thinking, okay? So the suggested activity is that you listen to this recording and then you identify all the verbs, okay? And then you focus on the initial and final sounds, okay? Consonant sounds. So for example, in the word think, we have and let me switch to this different resource, okay? Because you already have the website, okay? So think, thinks, thought, thinking, okay? So for example, in the verb think, we have this same beginning, the voiceless interdental fricative, right? But the different ending, k, s, t, okay? So the idea is that you identify all the verbs and that you can describe this. So it's k, voiceless velar plosive, s, a voiceless alveolar fricative, t, a voiceless plosive alveolar, a nasal voiced velar, right? Consonant sound. So that's basically the idea. You listen to the dialogue, you take notes of all the verbs present in the dialogue, and then you focus on the final sound and only the final, sorry, initial and final sounds. Okay. If you continue with the recording,
Visiting other countries, what
visiting other countries. When we say visiting other countries, only visiting is the verb, right?
countries have you traveled to?
Oh,
Have you traveled to? Have, that's one, and traveled, that would be another one, okay? Remember, it's only verbs, initial and final consonant sounds, okay? So with this last activity that you're going to do in the meantime, we're going to finish the session because this is going to be an activity, an individual activity for you. Okay, so that's going to be all for today. Goodbye, everyone.